Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Please, if you hear me, you can write in the chat, please. If you hear me, you can write. Okay, nice. So, good evening. Let's introduce myself. First, welcome to the Microsoft Student Partner Tech Days 2019. So, I share my screen. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Okay, nice. So let's go. One more time. Welcome to the Microsoft Tech Days, Microsoft Partner Tech Days, Latin America, 2019. It's a big event, online meeting, where our Microsoft student partners from Brazil, Peru, Nicaragua, and Mexico can speak about many technology and technology products, right? So we will have all their lives during all June month, and you can subscribe our channel, our YouTube channel. So we have other communities to support our event, like a Microsoft MVPs, Microsoft regional directors, and talks. Before talk about blockchain, I need to introduce myself. My name is Rogerio Rodrigues. I'm Microsoft MVP from Brazil, and Microsoft student partner also. I have many contributions in Microsoft Azure Blockchain and Microsoft Azure DevOps, and I talk about these technologies in meetings and academics meetings, in professional meetings. So everyone's heard the hype about blockchain, but what are people really use it for? We will talk about the basics of blockchain and walk through the anatomy, the architectures of enterprise blockchain. We include how to build and deploy and management the Ethereum or Quorum or any blockchain infrastructure with the new blockchain services and the Azure Blockchain Workbench. We cover how to use VS Code to create and test smart contracts for both consortium networks and public chains, and how to interact with both the ledger and the smart contracts used with new connectors for the logic apps, Azure functions, plugins, and Microsoft Flow Live. So, blockchain is not an exclusive project or a single concept. He took took the advantage of the number existing platform concept. Like, do you know torrents? Torrent, you can find any media file or download or music file or movie file, but the torrents don't have a centralized server. Torrent have a distributed server. The people connected in the torrent have a file and with many people connected, and if you can have a file, download can be more fast. So torrent and the mood, there are distributed applications that do not require centralized entity or single server. Like more people have a faster and more available copy the source unit. The initial idea, like Bitcoin, was conceived in a time where online transaction security was low. In '98, the photographer Nick Szabo launched an article called the protocol, the God's protocol, attribute to the Nobel Prize winning scientific article, God's protocol, where in this article he cited an algorithm that could arbitrate what was true in a network of transactions and to define who owned what. In 2008, when there was a major economy crash, American economy crash, a person or a group of people with code name Satoshi Nakamoto launched an academic article titled "A Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer cash system," where the proposal was financial transaction system without an intermediate to charge several high fees, and thus ensuring the authenticating of transaction in a transparent and distributed manner. So nowadays, anyone who wants to be part of the Bitcoin network can configure the machine and the connection in the networks, like a Bitcoin client or Ethereum client, like a GAF. So it will start to download all the ledger and be a Bitcoin miner. Obvious. Nowadays, the hours of the mines, it's a proof of work, is not easy as at the beginning of the network, because today have a high number of machine mining. In 2012, a Russian guy, Vitalik Buterin, proposed some change to the Bitcoin source code, but the change was not accepted in the product. The change is about the logical layer, where you can write a logical business and layer called smart contract. So Vitalik in 2012 created his own blockchain topology to arise the calling network is a Ethereum. Okay, and in the new network, you can have abstraction business layer called smart contracts, where you could create sub-programs to perform actions within the blockchain according to our business rule and all business business area. Okay, so the new time they concepted a new a blockchain network. It's called blockchain 2.0 or with the private blockchain. So all the cryptocurrencies or crypto coins we know are developed with blockchain technology. Some, for example, based on Bitcoin or Ethereum already. The blockchain technology is also known a DFT or distributed ledger technology, where all network participants will have a copy of the ledger. If a network node falls or fault, it will remain active, as the other nodes will have a faithful copy of the ledger. The blockchain has its main characteristics. The blockchain have a native and high native asymmetric cryptography based on SHA 256, where all the data get alphanumeric hash. Only the data is immutability. Once the data is entered and encrypted, it cannot be reverse engineered to decrypt. It's one time insert the data, you can't change or delete the data. So blockchain establishes a secure shared source of truth because all the data stored in the ledger are recorded of every transaction. In blockchain, all transactions, all logs, all contracts, everything are recorded in the ledger. Everyone in the network has an individual identical copy. Every participant in the network have a full copy of the ledger. If any network node goes offline, the blockchain can remain active. When the node, the offline node returns, it will have the new ledger update, right? So the ledger can only be updated by network consensus. Can only be updated by network miners or network machines, and the information can't be altered or deleted without knowledge of the whole network. The blockchain ledger is never altered or deleted data. Is the default, the major feature of blockchain. But why blockchain? So the first, the participant can interact with the other participants in the network without trust. Okay, the protocol itself tries to validate and arbitrate what is true. The blockchain, some of the blockchain benefits. Censorship is resistance. How all the machines can validate all operations, and the data only inserted in the ledger after machines validated these blocks or registers the hash. Blockchain is resilient to failures, and nodes can be compromised and the collusion to a point. So all blockchain transactions is verifiable audit log against a single hash. You can insert the big book or the only word, so generate a single hash. So you can use some blockchain alternatives if you trust an operator, or if you trust the hardware, or you don't need high native cryptography. So and the blockchain basics, right? So how the components of the blockchain works? Oh, all the data entered regardless of size. It may be if you can insert a word, you can insert a book, and all the hash have the same length and the same encryption. And after the next slides, I will demonstrate the practical example. So in blockchain, we have two keys: the private key that you use to encrypt the transaction, and the public key that you provide to the receiver of the transaction to verify the authenticity of your signature, right? So maybe like example, I can like a WhatsApp. WhatsApp, you have a high cryptography on the message, the sent message. I send message to my friend, and the message have a encryption algorithm, and my friend have it's like a public key, and the public key validate my message and say, oh, the message, right? Is our original message to from Rogerio, right? So and how does the blockchain network works? Oh, see the sample example. Bob needs to pay Alice with 10 bitcoins. So Bob in the network can't identify it. So we have the person who will send a quantity of bitcoins to the person they will receive. These people have their anonymity security. So their wallets like the hash wallets, which are the unique address in the Bitcoin network. When transferring a Bitcoin from one wallet to the other, all transaction related to that Bitcoin will be like linked to it, thus having a multi-bit Ether. So the quantity of Bitcoin or the all wallets have a track the transaction. Okay? So and let's now see how the blocks behave and how they build a chain. Okay, in the Bitcoin network, for example, every 10 minutes the miners join the transaction not yet inserted in the ledger, perform the calculation to find the hash, and then register in a block that in turn generates a hash of its own and to be its unique identifier. The hash generated in the previous block is already registered in the next block, which in turn, after 10 minutes, carries out the same process of join the transaction and perform the calculation and create its our own hash, and so on and so forth. All blocks have the hash reference from the previous block and create their own block hash that will be linked to the next block, and so one frog hold each block. That's why it's called chains of block. All the blocks are chained with the hash of the previous block and the hash of the next block only, all time. So this example, the hash transaction, you can see 40 and it starts the hash. The 0 is a plus announce. It's a proof of work example. My machine can be a miner Bitcoin, but my machine expand the electric energy, so warm, so hardware, and with proof of work, I can receive the reward for the calculate the transaction. So let's see the demo. Oh, this first idea, we will see how a hash behaves when entering a data type. So SHA-256 hash is a immutability hash. Don't have reverse engineer. So I can copy this example text, and so can see the hash change every time I can insert. I inserted the word or the char or the space or underline, all data change the hash. The hash is unique for a data. Okay. When we insert a text that is independent of the size or of the number or word, the hash maintain the same length. You can see change its sequence of letter and numbers always have a single hash for each content. So now let's see how block is represented. The block has its ID, the unique ID. It's referring to the sequence that is created. It has the nonce, which is an arbitrary number, and it's ideally is non-sequential number. Okay. The data that is entered in the transaction, and below the hash generated with the calculate the ID block, the timestamp, the nonce, and miner calculate. You can so see my block now is green. Okay, it's a hash for the block, empty block, empty data with these nonce and this ID. So I insert the data and the hash change every time. The miner calculate the hash with data, timestamp, arbitrary nonce. The nonce we will change, and the ID. So let's see. The mine work, calculate the hash. So okay. It's okay. See, the nouns what was changed, right? And my block now is green, and the new hash, the previous hash is not equals here, and you can see the four zero start the hash. The zeros is it's how do you say, it's a difficult of the hash, right? It's the cryptography. Maybe I can I delete any data, my block so broke, and the block of red, the hash chain, and mine again the nouns, see the nouns and see the hash. So the nouns was changed and the hash changed also. So now let's see how the chains of block works. Like the previous example, like a single block. Now we have 5 blocks. So the first block called Genesis block, because the block don't have the previous hash, C0. So I can insert the data in the same previous example. Mine, the nouns is now changed, and the new hash. So you can see the preview, the first hash of the Genesis block reference in the second block. Okay, so I can insert new data and mine again. The previous hash difference here, and the new all hash was created, right? So the next block, again, the hash is unique hash. The nouns, so unique also. Let's the fourth block. Mine again. So low, okay, and the fifth block, mine also. So you can see different nouns, different hash, but all the blocks can have all the blocks have a previous block hash and generate the all hash. So see the second block, the third block, the fourth block, the fifth block. Okay, so when I delete the only word in the third block, what happened? So I delete now, and you can observe, you can see all the sequence block so is broken. The hash so lost, and I see mine again. The new hash was created. So again, and again. So the blockchain objective is the immutability data. So if you delete or try delete any data in the sequence, you will broke the old chain. So in the next time, all nodes can be validated the transaction, and so is the data isn't inserted in the blockchain ledger. So what happened? I deleted the first block data. All the chain broke. See? Okay. So here, see. So the smart contracts. The smart contracts is like a sweep program. Code and state on the blockchain. Smart contracts is like a legal contract, legal house contract, or bank contract, or insurance contract. So smart contracts can hold or transfer on-chain chain assets. The smart contract is immutable, no bug fix. You can't fix the smart contract error. Okay. The smart contract is a publicly readable. It's in the public blockchain, right? So deterministic, no external dependency. Or how the smart contracts you can start the smart contracts with event, with behavior, with a REST API. So every call to every contract is executed by every miner, all network miner. So charge colors gas. The gas is a resource to prevent DOS and to pay miners for the cycles. So so where can I use the smart contracts? So like I can use the in trade finance or digital music rights. So I can verify the copyrights, musician copyrights, diamond tracking, like prevents the traffic, the diamond traffic, real estate sales, like they use all the sales, supply chain management, like food transportation or a food chain. So it's many use case. And what's the smart contract types or smart contract ledger we have? So the first is Accorda, powered by R3 Corda Corda Bank Network, Hyperledger Fabric, powered by IBM, and now with Linux Foundation, Ethereum, powered by Vitalik Buterin and team, Quorum by JP Morgan, and Ripple by Ripple, and in the Asian market. So what's the workspace I have to a blockchain that develop? So like the workspace is very fragmented. So I have many tools, many frameworks, many language, many ID based. So frameworks like a Truffle. Truffle is a JS framework to blockchain development. Ethereum is a .NET a framework where you can develop smart contracts with C#. Go Ethereum is like a Go language, or you can you also you can use dev blockchains like Strato, Chain, Big Chain DB, or Ethereum JS, or Rapid Ledger. So you can have many dev blockchains. And some few blockchain devs so free. So you can use also ID based like Ethereum Studio or Visual Studio or VS Code. VS Code is better because VS Code have a new plugin, Azure Blockchain Toolkit development. So if you you choose your better tool. Okay. So the smart contract, the deploy and debug smart contract is compiled compiled with a build and generate the bytecode files and deploy on the blockchain blockchain network. So what Microsoft is doing with blockchain? In the past, we have heard developers say like blockchain wasn't built for enterprise. Blockchain is only public networks or only for cryptocurrency. Um, um, we developers say we've heard developers say ledgers were designed for public networks. They lack the performance, confidentiality, and governance capabilities needed for commercial use. So smart contracts demand bespoke development and new skills. They were not designed to leverage existing enterprise tools and skill sets. Integration is difficult and costly. Connecting to existing IT architecture requires significant investment. Very so expensive. So, which leads to a variety of technical challenge. Like we have a workflow we want to model on blockchain, but it would take us months of development and development time and hundreds of thousands of dollars, thousands of Brazilian real, thousand money to create a proof of concept. It's difficult to connect to our existing IT architecture, IT infrastructure, and our blockchain application sits on an host. Our company is unsure of which vendors will be around for the long haul, what products they have, and how they will support all strategy direction or strategy business rule. I'm expanded all of my time scaffolding together and infrastructure not to write smart contracts. Um, and um, all situation, blockchain isn't an option for us because we would have to put sensitive data, sensitive client data, or sensitive company data on an unsecure platform. So, to create in developing the end-to-end blockchain app or end-to-end blockchain network, we can create linked identities to federate system. We can integrate existing business apps, the legacy system. We need to configure consortium network. We need manual deploy ledger. We need to write business logic. We need synchronize with data, with off-chain DB or on-chain DB, SQL DB or no SQL DB. We need build web client. We need create API management. We need orchestrate the API and manage keys. So many features. But not with Azure Blockchain Workbench. Azure Blockchain Workbench is a new Microsoft solution, launched in the 2018 build, where everything required to create an app on simple interface. You have a simplified development because you accelerate time to value and you innovate with secret, with confidence. Okay. So why so easy? Because useful services from the Azure that we use, like Azure Active Directory was used for user management, and the user need to worry about his blockchain public address or private key. And Active Directory also helped with role management, and we could define a hierarchy of roles in Active Directory, which propagate to what a specific user is allowed to do in Workbench. So storage blob is a resource we can use. The storage blob was used to help manage storage and of the physical location of the financial instrument document. Like the app can access the file, salt hash link to the location on the storage blob. Or we can use logic app. The logic app helped our application to execute some action based on some events received in the event grid. Like example, we can send email with send grid. We can send short message with Twilio. We can send email with Office 365. We can create a scheduled jobs and more. Or we also use the event grid. The event grid contained all action and events that have occurred in the blockchain, in the Azure. We use the logic apps in conjunction with the event that's read from the event grid to send notifications and create scheduled jobs based on the event type. So we can use the Azure Blockchain Development Toolkit, where we connected with common business tools like SaaS adapters, client apps like Office 365 or LinkedIn or SAP or Salesforce. So the blockchain Azure Toolkit development designed to connect with existing apps and workflows, like system legacy. The Azure Blockchain Toolkit facilitates managed with ledger agnostic tools and enable customer choice in Azure technology. You can use enterprise ledger like Corda, Ethereum, Hyperledger, Quorum, Chain, Ripple, and you can management identity keys, federated identities, data platform, secure off-chain, 30 party services. So um, what's the Azure blockchain infrastructure architecture? So the blockchain Azure blockchain services have support to native ledger services like Ethereum, ELT, or soon ledgers like Corda, Hyperledger, and Quorum. The event hub, the event grid, get the events in the all Azure blockchain transaction, and they store it in the SQL database storage blob. So with all events, we can create a logic apps and the connect and the and they generate many behaviors, many actions here. So with the Azure Blockchain Workbench, also we have a API to connect mobile and web apps with a REST connection. So let's see. Salt a simple, easy to it's also simple and easy to use interface. You need only configure basic settings, active directory parameters, network size, number of nodes, and operation managed suite. And so finish and buy your service, right? Let's Azure blockchain demo. You can see the simple operation with smart contract and a simple example. So let's see. Um, in the Azure portal, you can see the create a resource button, and you write the blockchain word. So find the find the you can see all results, and you have a list of products powered by Microsoft partners like Ethereum Studio, Block Apps, Emercoin Blockchain Engine, ArcBlock, and so see Azure Blockchain Services is a new blockchain services with like a quorum-based network, and Azure Blockchain Services is easy and simple interface. So with few steps, you can create a blockchain application. So you click in create. You write a few fields like resource prefix, MVN, virtual machine usernames, and you can use an SSH public keys, so to strong security, or you can create password, database, blockchain password, department region. So or your subscription. You can create a new or use an existing resource group, and the location, the solution, the web solution. So after that, you okay. after after that, you can create. So in a minute, you can click OK, and the Azure will validate the configuration and deploy your blockchain workbench solution in maybe between 25 50 minutes, right? So after that, after the deployment, you can see the resource group. So the blockchain workbench was created many resources. So storage account, SQL Server, SQL database, application sites to monitoring and log the application, key vault to store the keys, the passwords, the credentials, the web app to access the simple view, event grid to get any events, load balance, public key, and so many resources. So let's see the web app link. So when I click in the link, the is open the blockchain web app screen. So it's very simple screen, right? Okay. In the blockchain web app, you can add new members with the Outlook email or Live ID credential or Office credential or Active Directory local credential, right? And you can create dApps, decentralized application, right? Decentralized application, it's a blockchain application with a smart contract, right? But if you want, you can create only a smart contract without decentralized application, without that. So let's create a blockchain application. In the VS Code. So I'm curious. You can search Azure Blockchain in VS Code. So you have Azure Blockchain Development Kit for Ethereum. Now it's only for Ethereum, but soon you will use or Corda or Hyperledger or Corda. So the Azure Blockchain Development Kit is simplify how you create, connect, test, build, and deploy smart contracts on Ethereum Ledger. Not only Ethereum Ledger in Azure Blockchain Services, but Ethereum Ledger in public network, right? So let's see. In the command palette, after install the plugin, you can write Azure Blockchain. So we have many options here. So start Ganache server. Ganache server is a test server, test local server for blockchain apps, blockchain network. You can generate your microservices for smart contracts like host smart contracts in microservices architecture. You can generate a new blockchain services, connect to the consortium, or simple new Solidity project. Solidity is a simple language. Simple language simple language to create a new smart contract, or create, or you can start the program development with for blockchain apps or smart contracts. So you can use Solidity for Ethereum, or you can use Java, Kotlin Corda. You can use Java or Kotlin for Hyperledger. You can use Go also for Ethereum. So many languages. Okay. Let's see the Azure Blockchain Workbench. So for example, I need to open the blockchain case. So see. So it's a blockchain example. So oh, okay. The block example is a blockchain smart contract. So you can see the namespace of Solidity, the version Solidity. So the main. So one moment. What my blockchain, right? So application. So hello blockchain. So simple. So it's a Solidity archive, Solidity file, Solidity with extension dot s dot sol, Solidity extension. You can use a Solidity namespace. If in the example, you use the Solidity version between 4.25 and 6.0. So see the main namespace, like a main class in C#, a contract, the name of contract, and here you can set the state, set the variables, set the properties, the nums. So you can create your logic, your functions, your methods, your properties, your if else then. The blockchain smart contract execute your logic, your development logic, your if else then. So come back the blockchain workbench. Click new. So you need below the contract configuration .json. This file is it's describe enums and variables of the smart contract. So that's the blockchain example. The hello blockchain JSON file, and workbench validate without error. Hello blockchain, solid archive, the smart contract, the your logic, and you can click in deploy. So maybe I have a hello blockchain was already deployed. So let's the new blockchain smart contract. So simple marketplace or the ping pong game. It's better. JSON archive and Solidity archive. Solidity file. So deploy. So few minutes, your decentralized application that with smart contracts was created. So, like a example, refrigerated transport for a supply chain, the ice cream transportation until ice cream store or a supermarket or grocery or bakery, wherever. So we can add the members also. The smart contracts, a digital smart contract or digital legal contract. We can add the counterparty, like a Warner, a Nissan counterparty. It's a device to monitoring the transportation truck with ice cream. The owner, transportation owner or transportation ice cream, or and the observer like our intermediate person. So now we click in new or create a new contract for new transportation, new container, new ice cream container. So you can input the device people or the email, the credential of device, the owner email credential, website credential, and the objects, the contract objects. So meaning humidity, max humidity, mean temperature, and max temperature. So 1 and 10. So create in few minutes your contract was registered in the Ethereum blockchain. So it's go. Okay, it's created. The counterparties, owner, the objects, contract objects, sensor type, status, and the timestamp smart contract created. So in the refrigerator, it's a simple dashboard to your view. Okay, it's a status of the contract and details of the contract, like a paper, a legal paper contract. So let's go. Let's do this. Take action. The data, the time, create the smart contract, and the objects to compliance. So, whoops. The stop. 1 minute. Take action. Telemetry. So it don't work. So let me a new contract. 1 minute. I can add a member, new member, all me. Okay, twice, and owner and observer. So okay, now new contract with counterparties, with object, and create. So few minutes. You can see the contract ID. It's so sequential. The last contract its ID, its number ID is 4. Now the other contract and the new ID is 5. So creating the dashboard contract. So just telemetry. Yeah, right. Like let's um, the situation. My truck was driving the street, the refrigerated transportation. It's okay, and the IoT is just telemetry, like humidity 2, temperature 4, and so timestamp. And the objects, the contact objects, humidity and temperature between 1 and 10, it's okay. They're compliance. So insert data, timestamp, data, time, block ID, arbitrary number, block number, block hash, from address, and transaction hash. So, like an example, all transaction generate a new hash. So it's the same in the blockchain workbench. Block hash and transaction hash, like a demo. Okay. So when we add object, um, non-compliance object, like high immunity or high temperature. So let me see. Take action. See the contract status. So okay, it's okay. When I enter the the high value of the humidity or temperature, the blockchain status is stop at the contract. So you can see the red color and the message, the last message, out of compliance, because the object contract is between 1 and 10, and so the data insert the enter humidity 20 and temperature 40. So the contract is out of compliance and ended delivered the ice cream container, right? So you can create any many times many types of smart contract or your business smart contracts, right? So the blockchain workbench is so extendable, right? You can access the Azure Blockchain Workbench API, and you can connect this with REST connection, with mobile apps, with web apps, with your legacy system. All systems um, uh, have internet connection or REST connection, right? So you can connect also IoT hub. You can connect email plugin or create a large app to read the event grid topic, and you can create many rules with your business strategy. So let's come back to PowerPoint. So after that, after use the Azure Blockchain Workbench and deploy the simple application and they use simple application, you can see the Azure Blockchain Service and the Azure Blockchain Workbench significantly reducing application development efforts. You need all the many configurations. You need only configure the right business logic, if logic app or if functions, extend capabilities with REST API, read a SQL database or NoSQL database, or connect Power API in the Cosmos DB, the SQL Server DB, and you need only customize your integration, your legacy system integration, mobile app integration, and so your system integration with blockchain. So demo. Microsoft have many portals in consortium blockchains, like a WebJet with reducing hotel booking errors, or a 3M to track high price drugs, or Nestle to supply chain optimization, like a track the ice cream chain production, or the Xbox Live to executing the royalty payment, split payments, right? So, for example, the marks use the blockchain to secure marine insurance. So you can send a container in a big boat to the ocean, and the weather is so it's so how do you say, variable every time. So with blockchain, you can monitoring with weather APIs or route APIs, and the price in the final destination. It's so correct. Or Xbox for blockchain royalty payments. The Xbox Live. So during Xbox for Xbox game development, have so many months to receive one payment, and with blockchain for payments, Microsoft reduce the time between 1 week to a week. And WebJet reduce booking errors with logging all transaction in the system, the auto bookings. So one message. You can see the blockchain, the Azure Marketplace, and you search in the Marketplace blockchain work, and you can see the many solutions, like Azure Blockchain Workbench, Trade Finance, Ethereum on Azure, Ethereum Developer Kit, Ripple Development Training Suite, ERC20 token for cryptocurrency coins, crypto core blockchain POC, Truffle to development environment and test framework, Ethereum, Parrot, so many products, right? And see our networks, our meetup link, Facebook Facebook group, a YouTube channel, and or Instagram link. So see, so this only this. If you have any questions, please write in the channel. In the channel, please. Any questions? So see the okay. So it's okay. So that's all, and thank you. Let's. Oh, sorry, my email. If you have any questions, you can send me email or Twitter or my Instagram account. So, and thank you for your time, and see you soon. Bye.